Hello. Still debugging. Still trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. I've run into a few issues with my whole run locally plan. But some of these issues, to be fair, have kind of sort of been happening regardless. So I think I fixed some of the issues. But I have not fixed them all. I have quite a few issues going on with just pulling data from my database at the moment of stuff that was pulling just fine not that long ago, but I have since stumbled a bit here, so bear with me while I try to resolve that issue. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So the problem right now, what did that actually, wait, that was supposed to stop somewhere. How come that didn't stop here? Should have stopped right here. Why did it not stop right there? I mean, we're getting that error, so we obviously are getting to this point. Stop. All right, so this one is okay. This is actually just a warning. During the sync, right now my user doesn't have anybody, so I can't complain about this. No team assigned to the user. These are both kind of related. This is the sync manager after it called this. This doesn't have any, it expects to. Then the sync manager is saying, hey, we didn't get any. This one is actually supposed to be returning whatever teams are available, which again probably isn't an error because that user doesn't have any teams. So when we and the thing, oh wait a minute, this one is the oh wait a minute, no, that's the default teams. Let's close this second thing right now. So I have fetch default teams. These exist. These should all exist. So whatever's blowing up here shouldn't be. So I've got to pin down what the heck. I'm trying to get it to stop there so that I can look at the response. It's not supposed to bypass the response. But it is. Why? See, I have a break right there, but it's just not. Unless, nope. I've done that before, where I think, oh, it's probably just getting thrown from a child, but there's no child being called because I'm breaking right at that point. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, oh, wait a minute. I had this attached, or at least I thought I did. That's the problem. It's not attached. Wait a minute. I was just stepping through it. How is it not attached? I was stepping through it because it broke at other places. Now it's not broken. I don't know. I must have done something, disconnected it. Let's do a rebuild. Let's just make sure that I've got everybody accounted for here. Okay. Then we'll attach to Unity again. Now we're attached when it's off. Maybe I tried to attach when it was on before. Okay, so we are connected. And now we're going to clear. And we're going to run this. Okay, let's see if we get to where we're supposed to get. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so this is where we're at. Let's go ahead and see what this response is returning. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, all right, so we got, we're gonna do a get. This is the API handler, which is good because that means it's going to the right location to get stuff. Unfortunately, I can't see what it's returning. Request, okay, so it's not complaining though, because I don't think there's an error and all that. And then we're gonna execute without routing. That's fine. And API router doing the execution. All right, so now we're back. Let's see what we got. All right, so the response is, it's not null. The teams are null. So something's wrong with my default teams. It's not fetching the teams. So I'm gonna have to go look. What is going on, man? Why aren't you fetching my teams anymore? There's default teams. That is the right thing. API teams, default teams. Let's go see if let's make sure it's getting the right endpoint. API teams. So it is API teams. The endpoint is API teams, default teams. And that's API teams, default teams. So we've got the right endpoint. So let's go see what something's going on. It's not returning. Let's go see if I can jump through all these hoops that are going to take me all over the place. Go to definition. We're going to go here. Going to go client. The client to get team selection list. This is totally a terrible name. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be get default teams list handler. Get default teams list handler. I'm going to change the name of that. Its selection list is just, no, that's wrong. It was named after what it originally thought I was doing, which and then it built it wrong, and I'm still keeping it because I want it, but it's doing the wrong thing for that name. Okay, so we got get team selection list, which is still totally wrong. Where am I at? That's the teams gRPC. And that one, get team selection list, is calling the team service, get team selection list. So terribly named. All right, let's go back out here, go to the service. Team service. Teams. Team service. And it's get teams selection list. Get teams by user ID, get teams by ID, get user active teams, get team game plan, update team playbook, get team selection list. Here we go. Failed to get team selection list. And then we got the service. This is actually probably doing all the work because this one is the one that's in the store. And that's actually looking at the database. Go to implementation or not. Go to definition. It's just when you go to definition, when you go to implementation, get team selection list. There's so many versions of this thing. Ugh. This is the store implementation that actually should be doing this. Get teams by league, get default teams, which is really what it's supposed to be doing. That's supposed to be doing the get default teams. But where it's calling is actually supposed to be doing a different thing. But we are calling it. It might still be the problem that it's calling this. And it's still doing default, user ID default. Okay, so this is returning nothing but Y. Get teams list retrieves minimal team data for the default user. No, that's not what it does. User ID is the default user. In most cases, when I fetch a teams, I don't need to retrieve everything. I just need the base team information, like stuff like I don't need the players because I'm just listing them usually, showing off. I do need stuff like the mascot, city, abbreviation, things like that. The mascot and city are the team's name. The abbreviation is what's short, and I also probably should have the isn't is there a game logo? No, there might not be a game logo. The logo does come, but I think that's connected to the default team because yeah, okay, I think we're okay. But why aren't we getting this back? Choose all default C teams, user ID default, no league ID. These are the template teams used for team selection. Get default teams, query. I think I can get rid of this function. I really do. But I think I need what is this doing? Field for team identification. I failed to query team selection list. League ID is nothing. League ID vson exists false. So there is no league. There is no. So basically, it's looking for league ID is null, and or empty. That's what it's calling a default. It could be user ID default too, I guess. But is it getting? What's it returning? That's the filter. Does it return everything? Cursor. Cursor error teams find for cursor teams team. All cursor failed to decode default teams. Get default teams found default C teams. All right, so both of these aren't working, and I don't like this one. What I think I'd rather have is to dump this one, because this one's it's not basing it on anything. Querying team list, get team list, retrieval minimal team data for the default user, but it's like it's the same thing. Yeah, let's just dump this. I'm gonna get rid of it, and it'll probably still be broken, but the difference is I can fix the one I want, which is the other one. I'm gonna break things right here. This is going to totally wonk my code for the moment until I replace that. And we're going to go back to the service. Actually, we're going to go back up here first. Do this one. And we're going to go back to the service. And we're going to replace everything that says this. Oops. Basically everything that is this. Probably. What does the store have in for that one? Context. It returns a team. Array of teams. Oh, it is everything, but I don't want all the players. That's not bringing players back, is it? User gameplay. Oh, okay. No, it's not. All right, so. Huh. only place that's being called. All right, we got legs. So we do have this function. I think I just want to get rid of everywhere that the other thing exists. I'm just dumping that whole nonsense. I'm going to go back to the service. I'm just taking this out because it already exists here. I don't want this function. Go to the gRPC handler, which should have it too, but apparently I don't have it available at the moment, so we're going to have to save all this stuff. File. Oh, we're going to go over here, go to the gRPC handler, which is probably now complaining that I have it calling this thing that doesn't exist. Here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break this completely, and then I'm gonna tell AI to fix it. It's like, hey, you left this bug in here, man. I'm just getting rid of it. I'm reconnecting it all to the to this new function, which actually I think works. Well, I hope it works correctly because the other one was totally wrong. So in that, so default teams. Get all right. So yeah. Let's go here and just tell Claude, all right, can you fix up the oh, wait a minute. Fix up the get default teams handler and the underlying errors. And I think I am quite sure I missed a couple steps in replacing the get team selection handler, get team selection with the newer see if AI can fix this mess that I've introduced to myself here. I do tend to do that kind of thing sometimes. See, I don't fully. I'm getting more and more familiar with how Go works, but I'm not fully there yet. Too many languages, too many things, trying to learn these whole processes. Following along the flow of code I can do, editing minor things and mimicking other things to fix certain other things I can do, but yeah, I kind of slip off sometimes. So, I'm not, it's like I said, it's all new to me. Everything I'm doing is new. It's only a year. A year's worth of experience in anything is not enough, even though I feel like I've gotten quite a bit, I've got quite a bit of knowledge in the last year. Ultimately, the goal here. Oh, you know what? I got to go back over here and let this finish being broken to my next attempt. And then I got to figure out why it's not returning any teams. Whatever it was I was doing before. Oh, I missed one. See, this is the problem. Wait, didn't I already have a default teams? I already had a default teams. Oh. Let's see, just delete that function. The default teams API is now in the teams service. All right, what are we changing here? We're leagues. Get default teams request. No parameters needed. Return default teams. Is this the proto? That's service. Why are we changing the service? Again. configs no longer handles default teams selection. You can just wipe all the related Why does it think it needs to put this in here? Oh, that's a proto change. That's proto? It's not a proto file, is it? Hmm. So synchronizing with the local database is going to be, shouldn't be too hard, right? I mean, we just put in last updated, and every time it updates, the newest one gets put in. Man, I got so much to do tomorrow. Man, Fridays always feel like the most busy day to me. Even though I don't think it's more, it just feels like I got to get all this done before the end of the week. And I got tons of things. So I'm taking I'm doing an online course to get certified as a personal trainer. So I've been working out. I know a lot about it for about forever. I mean, I work out 6 days a week. I done every kind of workout online that you can think of, beach bodies, insanity workouts, and P90X workouts, and HIIT workouts, and Peloton workouts, and Pain Cave workouts. And I've run multiple full marathons and half marathons, and I've done just about, I've played competitively in tennis. I played in leagues and stuff. That's what I mean by competitive. I've never been like super great, but I played, and I was good. I was above average, but below good. So I was a medium good, medium well. I was medium well, and then I went, and so I bowled. I had a 208 average in bowling. So I've done a lot of athletic stuff, right? I played football in high school and junior high and grade school and even after high school. No, I wasn't a pro, but I played on a semi-pro team for a summer just to see if I could. I went through like 2 weeks of their thing, so I was one of the last cuts. I didn't actually get up play, but I did get to do it for a few weeks, and that was kind of fun. And then I played, of course, a lot of flag football in the years after that. But I rode the STP, which is a 204-mile bike ride from Seattle to Portland, and I did. What else have I done? I've done all kinds of athletic endeavors. The only thing I haven't done is a triathlon, and I've thought about it a few times. I wouldn't do a full because I don't have any more time in my life for that. But I've always thought about doing a sprint distance or even a half triathlon. The Ironman triathlon is the full size one, but other ones are usually half marathons or a half marathon It's like 50 miles biking, and I've done all the things. I've swam the distance. I've swam the distance for it, which I think is like, I want to say a mile, 2 miles, something like that. It's a good swim. I don't know. I think sprint distance is even shorter. It's only like, it might only be half a mile swimming, and then it's like a 10 mile bike ride and 6 mile run. I mean, it's really short, but still, it'd be kind of fun to try. It's funny, for all the things it's fixed, it hasn't dealt with the one thing I actually pointed out. It's like, you're fixing all the other stuff, but the stuff that I was actually on this page when I asked you to fix this. It's like, yeah, I'll get to it. This will be the last thing, maybe. This is a pretty big override just to get rid of that dang selection list thing. Then I got to go DoorDash tomorrow and see if I could get closer to 100. I'm trying to get to 100, which 100 deliveries in 30 days. I don't even know. It might not be worth the effort. But for at least the blip of time, I will be platinum. Thing is, I'm going into the Christmas season here, and I'm going to want to take a couple days off, which means I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose it. I may not even get to that state until some point in mid-January. I'm close. I'm at 92 deliveries. So I would have to go out like... And thing is, it's not like I only need 8. Tomorrow, if I did 8, I only need 8. But if I do it on Monday, I'm going to lose whatever I did 30 days ago for Monday. Because I've been doing 4 days a week for a while. So I'd probably lose 3 or so. And then I have to make up those 3 and then do another couple on top of that. It's really hard to do. To do that. I'm tired. It's really hard to stay on top of to do only one delivery. I usually do Uber, DoorDash, and Uber, but Uber's the worst. I mean, Uber's just terrible. I like reject like 9 out of every 10 they give me. I mean, they're just really bad. But every now and then they give me one that's worth delivering, so I'll take it. Then as soon as I accept one, DoorDash jumps in there. And I have to skip that one because I'm doing an Uber one. Now, unless the Uber one is short, then it's at least I'm doing something, and I can just grab another DoorDash one and try to do two of them. But they're really bad, though. I mean, Uber will give me things like $5 for 35 miles, $9 for 55 miles. I'm like, what? They've given me some really bad ones. It's like, why on earth would anybody take that? What is going through someone's head? And they're like, yeah, sure, let me drive 50 miles for $5. Heck, I wouldn't do that for family. I'd be like, no, you buy me a full tank of gas to drive that far, man. At least. That's family. Uber, they ain't gonna, no. Not happening, man. Just not in my, I don't feel like being generous to Uber. Oh, it looks like they fixed the thing I was complaining about because it's gone. Yay, we're done. We're almost done. I don't see any errors popping up here, so I don't know what it's doing right now. Oh, it's building stuff. None of those are going to build, my friend, because they're already running. Gotta let me kill them. They're going to kick you out. All right, leagues and teams. Oh, that one's already not running. What else did you start? Gateway. Probably gateway. I got gateway down here too. What else? Teams. Huh. This one doesn't do it. Okay. Team service profile. Okay, so let's go run the proto. Let that run. Okay, so that ran. And we'll go to teams, start her up. Claude is much better about errors. I will tell you that for surezies, man. For surezies. Yeah, I said for surezies. CD FTZF MS go. Leaks. Why does it keep doing that? And then gateway. All right, let's see if we're any closer to things working. Yes, okay, so let's go see what happens. I don't think it's going to work because I still think it was calling the wrong stuff, but it's called fetch, so it's not selection list, it's default teams. Fetch default teams. We're going to call this fetching default teams. I don't need the word list. I should just say fetch default teams. I mean, duh, you get them all. It's a list, right? Let's not overthink this, man. Now, I should probably rename this thing too. Window replace. I'm going to call this thing is, a team selection list response is just an object, which is probably fine. It's just a list of teams, and I think as an object goes, that might actually be okay, because I'm fetching default teams into a selection list of sorts. It could just say teams response or something, teams result response or something. But for now, because it just needs to be a generic thing, so I don't think I need to change that one. Okay, so we're gonna go with that. This is not error fetching default teams. We're just gonna shrink that down. And yeah, there we go. Let's just save all that stuff. And we're gonna go over here. This should rebuild or recompile. I haven't been getting on in the day as much because I've really been just trying to knock this stuff out. Get through all these little problems. Then maybe I'll come back on in the daytime. What is all these errors? I only got 5. I got 25. Well, they're warnings. And these ones are okay. Some of these are okay. But some of them are not. So I'm inching my way through them. Some of them you fix one, you fix like 5 because they're all like cascading messages. Now this is probably still going to error, but at least I'll see I'll be able to like, okay, focus on that problem now, because it's just driving me bonkers having been named wrong. All right, so I'm going to go hit F10 again. I don't know why it's going in here though. I don't have a breakpoint here. Why is it doing that? All right, so Why are my default teams coming back null? Okay, so let's go look, see if I have successfully retrieved 34 teams. So whatever it thinks it's getting, that was the one I just did, right? 2204? Yeah. Found 34 teams, found 34 default teams. So why are we, why do we have no teams in this response? All right, let's go open up teams data over here in the back end here. That means going all the way up here. Assets. Oh, let's just do this. Wait, nope, I think it's just teams data. Right, there we go. And what we need is error, active, fetching sync. All right, let's just go. It's just opening this file. Do I have it open already? Why is it not? Why is it not opening up over here? Fine, we'll just go. All right, so we're gonna go. Fetch default teams, okay. And we're blowing up right here. Fetch default teams on the Unity project is returning an empty teams list, even though backend is reporting that it found and returned all 34 teams. Let's see here. I may have to go find this. Oops. Control D. I don't even know what that is. Let's go to Leagues data model. It's in here. General team info. It could be that it's not loading correctly. The response isn't getting loaded correctly. What is general team info? League team. League details. All right. Where is general team info at? Okay. Return new list. Oh, that's teams data. We're in models. Oh, it's in league models. Yeah, that never got moved. Nope. Wait. Do I have two team selection list responses? Hmm. The only thing I should have is league team, which really isn't quite right. Create league response. General team info is not to be accounted for. All right. So it's in the team models, but this is not. Oh, all right. I see. I went the wrong way. Let's take this out of here. Team selection response. We're just gonna take that out of there. We're gonna go put it into the team models. You tell. Oh, wait, I was gonna say. Selection list response. Okay, so general team info. So something is amiss here. Is there a mismatch in the general team info that is possibly resulting in, anyway, it only has general, oh, okay, so no, it has teams, okay, never mind. Resulting in the results failing to populate the model. All right, let's see if AI agrees with me. It'll probably make a, I'm thinking it's going to make a comparison here. It's going to look at fetch default teams, and then we're going to see, because, yeah, default teams, there should be 34 default teams that come through there. And it found them all. It says, get default teams, 34 found. Found 34. And even the gateway says, hey, we found 34. So there should be 34 being returned. But the front end is going, nope, nothing got returned. Not quite. Not quite happening the way you think it is. Now, I already checked the endpoint. The endpoint's correct. So it's still thinking. It's looking at all the parts. It's going, I'm not sure yet. Oh, we're already at 10:15. I have to hit the hay again. 'Cause I didn't sleep too good last night, and I gotta get up early and get my next day done. So this will probably be the last thing I try to fix for tonight. Till next time. God bless.